Thank you, Martha.
All right, so to this first, and I want to talk about a report that you have out in just a moment, but what was your reaction when you hear that there are 71 ISIS fighters, according to this report, which they themselves put out, and what do you think about what we're doing about that problem?
Well, I was concerned at the setback of a court decision about gathering telephone data, but that's a little bit different from the subject at hand. Look, I believe that they are recruiting people, but I believe that system of recruitment is through the internet. It is through social media. It is through relationships, and it is clear that as long as ISIS continues to be perceived to be succeeding, they are going to be attracting young men and some young women into their banner who want to go over there and fight. It's clear throughout Europe they have had literally hundreds, if not thousands, who have already flocked to their banner. And by the way, we are finding out, like in the fighting around Tikrit, you know who the best fighters were for ISIS? Foreigners. And look, it is a tremendous challenge because of the penetration and the ability of social media to brainwash and to motivate these young people to commit acts of terror and or flock to the Syria, Iraq to fight. Well, and then they'll come back.
Yeah, you make a great point, because what that says to me is that we have to have super high-level coordination between the FBI, between law enforcement on the ground. We've got to be tracking these folks. We've got to know where they are. And in order to do that, we have to have the right ability to get into social media and get into the phone and all of it. So what do you think about this NSA decision?
I'm very worried about it because I think we have to have the ability to monitor communications. It's pretty clear that 9/11 could have been prevented if we had known about some of the communications that went to those who committed this terrible atrocity of 9/11. So we have to have that capability. We also obviously have to preserve people's privacy and not overstep, and from time to time the government has done that. But it seems to me with debate, with discussion, and a dialogue with the American people, we can come up with a kind of balance. But we have to understand this threat. And people seem to have forgotten 9/11, Martha. People don't understand that there are thousands of young people all over the world who are motivated by this radical brand of Islam, which is our enemy.
I fear that it's going to take something here to make them wake up, and I really sincerely hope that that is not the case. I hope we do it before that, and we can prevent it from happening.